Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the Presentgevity podcast. I'm excited to be sharing this on video. If you're seeing it on video, if not, the way that podcasts are supposed to be done is what I've heard. So anyway, I'm just learning and stepping into this moment, but I have a fun story to share with you. Last Friday, I got a text message from a good friend of mine who started a .com company that I think all of you would know. He has a place here in Park City, Utah, as well as in Austin, Texas. And I asked him if he was in town so we could get together for the new year. And he said that he was in Austin going to New Zealand on Monday. And I said, great, what time are we going? As a bit of a jest. And he said, well, if I wanted to come, I'd need to book a ticket. And he called me and he gave me the details and I started booking my ticket. I'm like, it's one of the things that I absolutely love. I've been to 56 countries in my life and this will make 57. I like to keep the number of countries a few clicks ahead of the number of years that I am old to get to all 200 of them or thereabouts before I expire. But one of the things I've always said is if the window of opportunity cracks open just a little bit, get your hand in there, force it open, be able to jump through so that you can have more experiences in your life. And that's one of the things that has allowed me to do the things that I've done is having this attitude, which I call the do it now operating system. I like that it's an operating system. I've been trying to actually make it an acronym. The DiNOS operating system, the DiNOS, and I did a deep dive with AI about how the different operating systems that we've had from Unix to DOS to Windows to Linux to Mac OS to iOS to Android have moved humanity forward, and I truly believe that the Do It Now operating system would move us all forward to get those things done that we want to do before our frontal lobes kick in with and the limbic brain kicks in with its excuses for why we don't do them. But a couple of points I want to just tell you and share with you really quick is when Jim called and said, yeah, you can come, I found out that he was planning on going by himself. And so now that it's the two of us, we're going to have a great chance to talk and catch up and to share life stories. And Jim is just one of my favorite people that I've met in my life that has accomplished so much, and he has done so much research into the body and health and healing. And hopefully we'll even do a podcast together in an episode or two here. But I definitely plan on sharing about my journey in New Zealand with you all. And the point I want to make is that this trip didn't come from a perfect plan. It's probably one of the worst times to be taking off, or it's the best time. We'll find out. I didn't know everything about the details. I just wanted to go. When I travel, especially internationally, and get a stamp in my passport, I feel so alive. I love going to a new country, experiencing a new culture, new languages. They do speak English in New Zealand, along with the other languages, but it's so fun to be somewhere where my brain doesn't know what's happening and how things are supposed to be, and people are saying things that I don't understand, but it's perfectly normal to them. I remember one time going to Slovakia, and there was a Coke machine at the train station where I got off the train, and I could put the money in. I could see there was Coke in the machine, but I could not get the Coke to fall. And I tried and tried. I could get the money back out, but I couldn't get the Coke out. I knew that the instructions, a child could have read the instructions, and I could have asked for help, but there wasn't anyone around that I remember at the time. And I was just, maybe more self-conscious then about asking for help as well. But those learning experiences, being in that unknown, I don't know, or how does this work, is an amazing opportunity for our brains to fire up and start repatterning our lives, and it's okay to not know fully. I didn't know, like I was saying, the full itinerary. I still don't, and Jim likes to travel the way that I travel. That. We have a couple things lined up, but we'll figure out the rest as we go. And there's a great walk in South New Zealand that we're planning on doing. It's one of the most beautiful walks they have. But I knew in my heart when he told me that I could go that it was the right move. My heart, my body, my whole somatic experience, not to use a technical term, but I did, was to just, let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. And as soon as you make that decision, you have 3 seconds scientifically to make a move, take action. When you get the thought, should I go to the gym? Should I do push-ups? Should I clean my desk? If you don't do it within 3 seconds, the limbic brain kicks in and starts giving you all of the reasons why you shouldn't and why it'd be better to do something else. But if you take action right away, then you get things done that you want to be doing. And I'd love that the time is, there's a 4-hour time difference between Salt Lake City, Utah, the mountain time zone in the U.S., Australia, at least in Auckland, except it's 20 hours. They're 20 hours ahead of us. So it's a 4-hour difference, but they're already in tomorrow. And I love that. I love that we live on this big round planet, that we have different time zones. And I've always wondered about how flat earth people think that explain time zones. But anyway, that's not the point of what I'm talking about. But I just really wanted to share how presentgevity and time